Hello, everybody. This is Jennifer Jennings, your intuitive forensic astrologer. Thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you can watch my videos, listen to my videos when they become available. We are going to talk about the new moon solar eclipse that has taken place in Libra on October 2nd, 2024. The last time we had this degree point with the new moon and solar eclipse was in 2005 and 1986 on October 3rd. This is a time for balance and justice. Libra is ruled by Venus. So we are taking our values into consideration into our relationships. And so there's going to be a new relationship that will be formed. The old will be let go and the new will be formed. So, new beginnings, new relationships, new contracts, new court documents. A lot of things are going on behind the stage with law and order, equality. The justice card in the tarot, the 2, the 3, the 4 of swords represent this time period that we are going through. This is a time period that we may be cutting ties due to trust issues, betrayal. But I want to talk to you guys about the aspects that are going to be aspecting this new moon in Libra solar eclipse, because this is going to be a time where thoughts, thinking could be obscured due to Mercury being combust right up under the sun's beam during this event. Libra is masculine, it's air, it's cardinal. So there is a lot of initiating energy here. It represents the Levites. It is the I balance house, the seventh house of the zodiac. During this new moon solar eclipse in Libra, Mars in Cancer is going to be square. It's going to challenge the moon, the sun, the dark moon, Australia, and Mercury. And again, Mercury is combust already. So the thinking is obscured. And this is why it's not a good time to sign any contracts, go into any legal battles, because Mars is very passionate, emotional in Cancer. It is not in the best standing in Cancer. It's very passive aggressive. So things may not seem clear. They may not be very clear on the world stage. Mars isn't directly opposing Pluto, but Mars is making its way toward an opposition to Pluto as Pluto retrogrades and asks you and me and everybody else to be responsible, to be accountable, to be structured. And it's critical right now with the bones of the earth, with everything having to do with Capricorn. Ceres there at 1116 in Capricorn is in a direct opposition with Mars. So all the energy, all of this energy that is going toward the structure and responsibility and accountability is being opposed with action. So be mindful if there is anything in the past with any legal issues, be sure to take care of them. This is definitely calling on you to take care of your past debts. Venus in Scorpio is very dark with its intimacy. the values and the pleasures surrounding hidden sex, other people's money, death, rebirth, regeneration, all things Plutonian is what Venus is representing. And Venus is in good standing with Mars. She is also making a trine to Saturn in Pisces, which Saturn in Pisces in retrograde is taking us back into the past. It's very karmic, having to do with endings, prisons, hospitals, things of the past. So Venus being in good standing with Saturn and Mars can definitely bring out issues like we see with P. Diddy. It can bring issues with corruption in the government, corruption with judges, corruption with the brotherhood, all types of corruption is seen with this new moon and solar eclipse in Libra. For those of you who rise in Aries, this is going to affect your seventh house of relationships and partnerships. This could definitely affect your drive, the aggression that you would have with relationships in the courts, contracts with relationships. This could end an old relationship, begin a new relationship, and even marriage could be in the cards. For those of you who rise in Taurus, this is going to affect your sixth house of health, co-workers, romance. You may be asked to minimize and structure your spending. You'll definitely want to be practical. You'll definitely want to be practical if you are a Taurus rising. For those of you who rise in Gemini, this is going to affect your fifth house, your kids, your creativity. Maybe there will be a new creative direction, a new creative project that you take with your children about the law, about justice, about equality. If you rise in Cancer, this is more than likely going to affect your home because this will be transiting in your fourth house of home. This will have to do with your mother, possibly. Maybe you will renovate your home, do some remodeling because Cancer can represent real estate. If you rise in Leo, this will affect your third house, siblings, community, writing. Maybe you'll have a new writing project. You'll be asked to speak in your local community, but this will affect your third house of communications and siblings, the way you think. Virgo risers, this will affect your second house of values, money, things that you take ownership of. You want to be careful not to be possessive. It's all about how you are taking care of your health. Maybe you will start going to the gym with someone new, a new relationship. For those of you who rise in Libra, well, this is all about you. This is all about you and your first house. It's all about your life path, where you've been, and where you're going. Scorpio risers, this is going to take place in your 12th house. It's about everything with the past, what is hidden, with death, rebirth, regeneration, things that you would keep under your pillow at night that you don't want anyone to see or to take note of. It's things with your past. So you may be letting go of the old and bringing in the new. As Venus sits in your first house in transit, she is in good standing with Saturn and Jupiter, So there is a benevolence here when you let go of the old. Sagittarius risers, this is going to affect your 11th house of groups, networking. Maybe you'll have new organizations that you can be a part of, coming into contact with new groups that can push you forward into the future. Capricorn risers, those of you who rise in Capricorn, this is going to take place in your 10th house. So it could be that you are exploring different avenues for a new career, but definitely things that will come into play at work or possibly even with your father because the father also rules the 10th house. If you rise in Aquarius, you may be considering taking an international flight, an international trip in the future, because this is affecting your 9th house of travel and higher education. So anything having to do with long travels, going outside of your community, going to a new school, anything having to do with higher education is definitely seen here with Aquarius riser. And lastly, if you rise in Pisces, this is going to be affecting your 8th house of death, rebirth, regeneration, and other people's money. So, a student loan, um, the occult, studying the occult, looking for new ways to socialize in the occult arena is definitely seen for the Piscean risers. So, with this new moon and solar eclipse in Libra happening on October 2nd, 2024, we are looking at balance. Balance is key. This is what we are looking at, what we are looking for, what we are working towards is balance. Balance is key to not only a healthy vitality, but healthy relationships and communication is as well. But be alert and be mindful because Mercury is going to be obscured during this event on October 2nd. So don't be too hasty and know that all the corruption is coming to the surface. So be sure that you are on the right side of the law. Thank you so very much for joining me with this read of the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you can be notified when I do upload videos or when I do go live. So I will see you guys next time. Peace out.